welcome to another video. I have to be very quiet. Okay? Today we are reacting to SMT Mainline.
Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be trying to fix up this Canadian National 282 steam locomotive from Mahano. I got this thing around 9 months ago at the OVA flea market. My friend Canadian Behavior was actually trying to give it away. He had found this thing a few months before then in some junk lot, and unfortunately it didn't work. And then when he tried to give it away, nobody ended up taking it, I suspect for that reason. So I figured I'd take it home, see if we could try to work some magic on it and bring it back to life. And I think the timing is going to be very good because it just so happens I need a locomotive for the upcoming Christmas display contest. And I think that this thing will be perfect for it. We'll take it from the island of misfit toys and give it to a good home. But first we got to see if we can actually get it running again. Fortunately, when it was placed on the track, it wasn't taking any current, so I'm really hoping that the motor is still good. If it's not, maybe we can replace it, but we'll really have to see. Anyways, I'll quickly take it over to the track so I can show you all what it's doing, which is really not a whole heck of a lot. And then we'll try to go from there and open it up and fix it. So here's the current situation. You get it all set up on the track, give it 12 volts of power, and the first thing you see is there's no current draw. And even if you try to move it around on the track, nothing seems to change there. Don't hear anything from the motor, the light isn't turning on. So clearly this locomotive is not getting power. Now it could be something as simple as just a broken wire or soldering joint. It could also be something way worse, like a bad armature or potentially a really bad issue with the commutator. But either way, let's take it over to the bench and see if we can figure out what's going on with it.
Ooh, heater!
Make our way down to the motor.
Heater one. Heater one. Warm
I've never opened one
heater.
of these up before, but I did notice earlier that there were two screws.
I
right
wish I
here
would get a
and one right
warm
here. So we'll start
spot.
removing those and see if we can get the shell off here. Looks like there's also one really tiny one here on the back. Definitely doesn't seem to be the factory light. It looks like somebody put an LED in there, so that might actually be a good thing. The motor itself looks okay. If we look right here, there is some corrosion on it, which could be a sign that there's an issue with the commutator. But let's try applying power directly to that and see if it does anything here. Just grab this little 16-volt lifelike controller, and we'll get to see if this thing's got up and go. Has got up and left. Well, oh. So when the motor's given power, it actually does try to run, but it's still not turning over. Something seems to be locking up the drive, so that's kind of weird. Still doesn't really explain what the electrical issue is, though. As I'm having a closer look over this thing, I'm noticing that a lot of the wire coordination looks kind of like it belongs.
Okay, so guys, let's watch another video of this playlist. What? Why does he have that as a thing? Brother, what? Anyways. Okay, so,
Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be working on a River Rossi big boy I picked up off of eBay. This is a locomotive which I found around a year ago. I was browsing eBay and I found this locomotive. It was up for auction, and then at the same time another locomotive appeared for sale at a very good price. So I decided not to place any more bids, thinking that this one would just run out, somebody would outbid me. But lo and behold, I actually ended up being the winner of this locomotive as well. So that was over a year ago, and I haven't unboxed it because I've just been working on the other one, but I figured we'll get this one out of the box, we'll work on it. And since I already have a couple of them, I think I'm going to give this one away as part of a charitable promotion. So let's get this thing out of the box and see what we're dealing with and then see if we can fix it, because apparently it doesn't run.
oh. Hey, look, this heater says hi. Is that 1, 2 people? Okay, good. Spit up.
So here's the first item. This is just kind of a miscellaneous 040, which comes with it for some reason. I don't really know why that was included in the lot, but it does add to the value. There is the tender.
Tender. Oh,
And there is the
very
locomotive itself.
big
And
boy.
right off the bat, it looks to be in pretty good condition. We've got all the handrails here. Boiler cap's not missing, which is a very common problem. We are missing one of the running plates in the bell, so that's something that we'll try to look for. But other than that, it looks to be pretty well intact. So now why don't we take this locomotive, the tender, and the other locomotive over to my layout and we'll test it out. We'll try to figure out what's going on with it and then we'll go from there. So we'll see what exactly is going on with these different pieces of equipment. One thing I've already identified is that the tender seems to have a bit of a weight distribution problem. Even if I kind of shake it up, it's almost like a trick piece. It just keeps falling over. So I don't quite know what the deal with that is, but we'll have to fix that at some point. But first we'll test the little freebie 040 here. I don't really have high expectations for it, but we'll give it some power. And that's kind of promising. So that seems to be all right. But let's get on to what we're all really here for, and that is, of course, the big boy.
Find the oldest one.
So it does look to be sitting quite nicely on the track there. We'll get the tender all hooked up here.
Wow.
Doesn't seem like this tender is even compatible. Now, I know that wasn't the original tender.
I think those were ones
cross
that he
compatible.
accidentally said
not that
bad
one.
words.
Luckily, I've already got another River Rossi Big Boy tender here, so we'll just use that for now. And well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be working on a Project Delco FA1 diesel. I found this on eBay about a month ago, and it kind of caught my eye because it appeared to be heavily customized. I always like those sorts of project locomotives because you really don't know what you're getting yourself into, and they're often full of surprises. And I don't think this one will be an exception. It looks like somebody gave it an unusual weathering job and added a whole bunch of different details. And honestly, it doesn't look fantastic. It apparently doesn't run, so not many people showed up to the auction, which was kind of a benefit. I won it for $10. So anyways, we'll dig this thing out of the box. We'll see what exactly its working or non-working order is like, and then we'll try to make any necessary repairs on this highly unusual diesel. So here it is. As you can see, it looks pretty rough. Somebody's definitely gone at it with a paintbrush, and they've added details like this yard light. I believe that this locomotive was made by RSO, although the trucks on here look like they're off a Bachmann locomotive. We do have knuckle couplers, which is nice to see. But as for the operating condition, I really don't know what to expect. So let's take it over to the track. I don't know about all of you, but I always find it kind of exciting putting stuff like this on the track because you just never know what it's going to do. Anyways, we'll crank up the voltage here and see if anything happens. I'm not seeing any movement, but I do hear something. Well. That's really strange. It's getting power just fine, but it seems to have a little bit of a traction issue. It's kind of funny too because it doesn't look like it's meant to have traction tires, so I don't know if maybe we've got a broken gear inside here. If it's got the pancake drive, often the gears crack and sometimes they split, so maybe only one wheel is getting power. That might explain why it's moving, but not very well. So clearly it's in need of some repairs. I'm not entirely surprised, but it is actually in better working order than I would have expected. The seller claimed that this thing didn't run whatsoever, so a bit of movement on the track is not a bad sign. And if it has bad gears, I probably have some replacements laying around, so I think that we will be able to get this thing going again. Anyways, let's remove the shell here.
This one isn't really that entertaining. Okay, so I like the unboxing videos. So I'm gonna search it up. That's notifications. Okay, there. SMT Mainline train unboxing.
Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be digging through parcels which have arrived at the P.O. box over the last couple months. There's quite a few to get through, so I'm going to dig right into this one here. Comes from a guy named Kurtz in PA. Let's see what he sent. Wonder what the heck this is. A scale train's rivet counter? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I just quickly double checked the box. I don't see any letter inside, so let's just dig into this. It appears to be a BNSF Gevo. It's got the H3 paint scheme. Let's take it out of the box here. Oh, here we go. Now you have one from Minty Mountain. Well, let's have a look. What an awesome looking locomotive. I can't believe somebody would send something like this. This is just insane. There have been some nice things sent into the channel before, but yeah, this has got to be one of the best. It's just gorgeous. And I mean, the detail on this thing, as you'd expect from a Scale Trains product, is just terrific. What an incredible gift. Well, I certainly can't wait to run this, but there are still quite a few parcels to open up. So let's get into those and we'll check this thing out later. This next parcel comes in from a guy named Patrick, who's from Connecticut. Oh, it's like Christmas time here. Dear SMT, here are some N-scale train cars for you. Thank you so much for bringing me back into the hobby. Congrats on 100K. Sincerely, Patrick. Thank you so much, Patrick. And it appears we've got a Bachmann Atchison Topeka Santa Fe caboose and a Great Northern boxcar. And that looks pretty sharp. We'll definitely have to try those out on the N-scale layout later. And then we have a box from a guy named Robert, who comes from the Garden State. Let's crack this one open.
But over 8 months, he's gotten 49,000 subscribers. That's surprising.
Read me first. Well, I feel like I kind of botched opening this one up. We got a sticker which looks like it was stuck to a note, but I can't see it anywhere, so I think I'm missing something. Anyways, we'll take it here and hopefully install this stuff. Delta line. Switchy train gauge train.
No, I'm more comfortable.
Oh,
Doing this.
Well, maybe this has our story. They got an old
That like
pamphlet for one of the
I can't handle being uncomfortable. It's just that since I'm such a bad YouTuber.
Labeled box 2, so I'm not sure if maybe there's a second box which might explain some of this, but this looks really cool. Let's continue digging in. So there's the brass caboose as mentioned. Just look at that. I believe this hole right here might be so you can actually adjust it. I'll have to see about that. Oh, wow, look at that.